Welcome to our JWE3 and JWE2 park build. I've done a slight redesign here on the corner of the herbivore paddock, so now we've kind of got a more of a vibe here where it feels like an intentional design as opposed to just an angular block enclosure. So that seems good. I put in some shops, put in another hotel, and we're kind of just stockpiling money to work on our Carnotauruses, which are going to go over here. They are Carnosaurs, but they're Carnotaurs as well. So we're going to build some sort of exhibit over here. I'm still kind of thinking about what I want to do exactly. In the meantime, accumulating cash, and we need to get some research done. So currently the big issue is that our guest comfort could be better, largely because of the lack of transport. So we'll go for a monorail here. We'll just send this logistics person out on that. Carnotaurus is completely done. Could think about digging up something else here while we're waiting. But I don't want to get something... I don't want it to be something too expensive. Should probably pull up my species list for quick reference, too. And then sneeze, you know, as you do. So what else could we get? We don't have... Like, we got most of our herbivores already. We could do aloe, berry. Yeah. Actually might not have anything unlocked to do. Everything we have unlocked we might already have in the park. Yeah, it kind of looks like it. We could also think about pushing lagoon or aviary. Could do tours. $1 mil. Yeah, I don't think we do this until after we have Carno. It's too expensive. Might knock this out while we're here in the menu, though. We'll wait. Alright, let's get some Carnos. We'll do a mixed batch. Adults and babies. Random per egg. Okay, that's set correctly. The pen is ready to go. We'll have to see how many we can get in there, maybe. Probably depend on how nice the babies look. So here's what I've done. I've done a little semicircle lake with cherry trees and bamboo and fall trees behind it. Son of a bitch. Alright, well, figures as soon as I spend some money a storm rolls in. I'm going to go ahead and get this stuff set up now that I'm thinking about it. Shelter. Give me shelter. Oh, so even the level does... Okay, well, that sounds pretty shit. Not gonna lie. That is like... I'm expecting more AI-generated like game design shit going forward, and it is gonna be universally awful. If these baby dilos get out, we don't really have a good way to recontain them. Wait, where's my car? Oh, he's in the pen. Shit. Go. Go. Faster. Okay. They remain contained. Everything is fine. It's almost like the difference, like an AI-generated game is almost like the difference between like a really shitty roguelike and a well-crafted roguelike, like the human touch versus the AI touch. Because I love me a good roguelike, but you can also really shit the bed on design if you just make it poorly. Do we want aggressive baby? I feel like I want non-aggressive Carnos, but I feel like it's kind of shit that we got 2 adults only. let's not hatch this batch yet. Let's do a batch of only babies. That way we at least get to see the new ones. Contracts, please, yes. Yeah, we'll do the galleys.
Doing so well, I think we can expand. More dinosaurs should do the trick.
We'll sneak in the bays. Yeah, it would be the more aggressive boss baby. Alright, aggressive. So we'll do 2 of each. 2 babies, 2 regulars. We gotta get these guys out first. I need 2 more. And then they'll finance the Carnos. Alright, we're doing the research for Worosaurus because Stego will come in soon. We can start digging up Anki too. We did that one. We'll probably have to start building new herbivore pens then for both of those animals. I forgot Anki was like $1 trillion to dig up. Yeah. Honestly, probably don't even do Anki right away. I think we can do Anki plus Trike and Stag in a different pen, and then whichever one Dreadnoughtus and Deinocheirus go best with should work.
En route to pick up the asset.
Maybe we're better off breeding like alphas or something before we do that. I don't know.
Asset being transported.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really much you could do for like a DIN theme park.
You could recognize this predator immediately by the horns on its head.
Because like it'd just be kind of similar to some other like wild capture type park builds we've done, I think. There's nothing that really sets it apart that we know currently over other options. Okay, I should have been paying attention to if these guys could get airlift. They can, so we're good, but I wasn't watching them, which could have been bad. Okay, his face is a little gnarly. He's a little flat. He's got flounder vibes a little bit here. He looks pretty good from the side. Just don't look at him head on. He's very flat in general, actually, which is probably decently correct. Yeah, he just kind of looks squished side to side. Dread and Stag have a decent pairing. Okay, then we'll probably plan on putting Dread Stag together. That makes sense to me. His eyes are so big because he's a baby. He's a little baby Carno. He's got big eyes, so you think he's cute and you don't kill him. That's how babies work, right? If they weren't cute, nobody would have one. We probably won't breed too many of these guys. They're not the greatest baby. Not like the Brachies. The Brachies are really nice. So we'll get a couple of adults in here and then probably breed an alpha and call that good for a Carno pen. Yeah, it came straight out of the waffle maker. Maybe... No, I think we'll hatch both of these. It's fine. It might make more sense to work on alphas than to work on like more expensive animals. Do I have like anything coming up soon that's not $1 billion? Like maybe Velociraptor, Utahraptor? That might not be bad. Let's see here. 12? Let's do that. That does take all my money, which means I don't get Carnos right now. Let's do the Carnos first. Let's wait. This one's worth more. Sure. Okay, we're just going to save up money. Alright, we got our monorail system in now. Everything here is going good. We got Carnos in. Now we've got our 2 adults to go with our 2 babies. We'll put in an alpha at some point so that it can take over from this child. So far, we got a very sandy collection of Carnotauruses here at random. This is, of course, the Pride Flag Carnotaurus exhibit. With the double female Triceratops statue, as is appropriate. Another power generator in as well. Ooh, what's the cutest baby so far? The Allosaurus baby is really endearing because of its animation work. The model, not so much. I like the Triceratops a lot. I hate the adults, so that's the funny irony of like, oh, look at this great baby Triceratops that grows into this hideous Jurassic World adult. I have to keep them... When they grow up, we'll have to sell them. We'll keep only the babies. It'll be Logan's Run, the Triceratops is. Ah, medium carnivores. Yeah, okay. A lot of medium carnivore exhibits are good too. That makes sense. Baby Dinosaur Fight Club. Yeah, I wonder if the babies can fight each other. That's another good question. Alright. Did I do the raptor research? No. Let's do that. Raptors first. I think we'll get the... I'm just going to push these people on this to get it done. I think we'll get the... publicity, sure. Okay, one more time. One more try. I think we'll get the alpha research for genes done before we do the raptors. So we'll get these guys, the research done for them, so we start digging them up. And then we'll put our other people here on group adaptation and social. Or this is social, I mean. Did we do Humble already? We did. We already did Humble. Okay. Or got Humble unlocked. Whatever. I think that's an automatic unlock. I can never remember. But we'll do the social research. That's my point. It is time. Utahraptor. Yeah, perfect. They go there, and everybody else is mad and angry and wants to go on a vacation, so that's fine. So yeah, we're going to push Utahraptor. When these people are back, we'll do social research, and then we'll work on breeding alphas while we also work on our raptors. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to complete like a path loop here, kind of, and then we'll build some small carnivore pens for Utahraptor and Velociraptor. Now, as is tradition, we respect our employees. So when we get a rest breakthrough and the person wants a pay increase for their breakthrough in skill, we support that. We give them the increase. That's just appropriate. Treat your employees with respect. All right. So I actually haven't built anything though. That just happened. All right. Fossils came in. Let's queue up another expedition for Utahraptor. And then we're going to go do the research. Fossils held at customs. They want Charmander? I'm not going to let them have Charmander. I need him. I'm okay with this taking 4 times longer because we haven't processed the fossils and we're going to go do research instead. So this is now presumably this is now a 16-minute expedition and not just 4, right? Or is this legitimately a 1-minute expedition? I don't think it is. It's got to be 4. It has to be the base time. I mean, the big thing with Deinocheirus was like, oh, I don't have the money for this. Rip. That's true. Because I built this, our carnivore sector. Well, I guess I gotta just sit and wait for cash to come in again. Okay, so we got a little bit of cash. We're not going to breed a Gallimimus alpha until we get a contract to expand the Gallimimus herd. We could do Para and Pachycephalosaurus alphas right now with the money we have. Brachie's a little expensive, so probably wait on that. We could do Dilo as well. Let's start with Para. So I'm going to do... Yeah, we're doing specifically adults. Do I want a particular skin for my alpha? Do I feel like anybody deserves to be in charge here? Nah, we'll do it randomly. I don't know anything about the digital circus. It's one of those weird, to me, it's one of those weird internet things that, like, comes up in a Reddit thread, and I just look at it, and I shrug and move on, because I don't know what it is. I think we'll get a Rebirth Spino in a Rebirth DLC. I don't think we'll get any Rebirth content at launch. Since, like, the campaign doesn't look to directly tie into Rebirth, just kind of set it up. I think it makes, like, a lot of sense. I think it's very likely. We'll take the 2 alphas here, I guess, since we got 2 good ones. I think it's really likely that that content will be monetized later down the road. Because, like, they're not capitalizing on it, right? Like, if Rebirth stuff was going to be in at launch, they would capitalize on it. At least more than they are. Adult Pachycephalosaurus. Alright. I am not going to take your bailout. Leave me alone, please. Alright, these guys are ready to go. Hey, Primal Gamer, how's it going? So one of these two will be in charge. Pink striped one or sand-colored yellow striped one. It's a mystery who will win. For the Pachycephalosaurus, we have a single alpha, defensive, social, humble. Oh, we should look at these. Because we need strong. Okay, we have 1 strong. Hold on. Pausing. So the strong research requirement is for one of the carnivores. Here. So let's unlock this. That way we can start unlocking Allotyrannosaurus. So we're going to hold off on incubating those. So we'll do that. And then we'll do a set of fossils here. Clear some space out while we get more Utahraptor. Alright. Yeah, I think that's optimization. I like it. Alright, nice set of fossils with some platinum. Good stuff. All our boys are back. You need to go on a break, which means no expedition right now. But yeah, we do have... Yeah, no, that is the correct prerequisite. It's always a little weird sometimes. Yeah, it does highlight. Okay. So that'll go. So then we can get the Pachycephalosauruses with the 1 sickly strong one just to help that advance. So we want to do... Actually, let's do the cheaper expedition guy and then send him on a break. That way she is rested up as well. And then the geneticist could work on maybe like a Dilo Alpha. I don't know Horner's current stance on on Rex being a scavenger. Friend of the channel, Garrett, that we did Ark with and we did Minecraft with, actually called out Horner at a talk, like in a QA session about the scavenger thing. So that was pretty good of him. I've never actually been to a paleo talk. I've been to a dig site, not like a publicly accessible dig site, right? It wasn't like a special tour. It was just there. But never a proper talk. Never really looked for the opportunity. Maybe I should have. We got one Utahraptor. That's a ripoff. What a bunch of crap. 39%? Lame. Alright, well, we'll get that processing. We'll let all this stuff run. I guess the Dilos are like almost done, so we can look at them. Yeah, some of the babies are, yeah, weirdly look like they're modeled off of like the classic era animals, like the trike. A lot of people think the Pteranodon is modeled off of the JP3 Pteranodons for the hatchling. And it's weird that they did that. Like, the designs are better, so I guess it's good that they did, but it's still strange that they decided to do that. Alright, apparently the 1993 A skin is still turned on here, so that's fine, I guess. Should I do this Gambia one, maybe? We only want one, I think, because their pen is not huge. Yeah, let's take this Gambia one. Can't do it yet anyway. Alright, let's get the Dilo going and then get these Pachycephalosaurs out. So, faster treatment person, go. You go. Is that a baby in front? Why are they consistently clipping into the ground? Why are you doing this? Is that just a consistent release glitch for the Pachycephalosauruses, or? Oh, this one's actually kind of interesting. The like orange and blue look is not bad. Mangrove Pelophylax. I don't know. Last time I saw one like that. I actually kind of like that. He's like a modern movie. He's all orange and blue. What? Good for him. This is my sister coughing her lungs up. I don't know if that came through on the audio, but okay, we'll get these processed here, and then we'll send our logistics people out on a rest. Rather, our geneticist and expedition person on a rest. And then our logistics guy can maybe do a fence. Can do 2 fences. Classic medium. Sure. We'll do this one. For aesthetics, you know? No! Well, that's our eventual Dilo Alpha, a Gambia Calcarana one. Not an awful set of colors. Kind of weird that he's like blue, yellow, and red. He's got like all 3 primary colors, but that works. Wild captures are vanilla. Yeah, then if wild capture is the one that's specifically vanilla animals only, then that is the inferior option out of the 2 mechanics. We know the exchange is coming back in JWE3, so hopefully it's improved. And wild captures, if they're in, which they probably will be, hopefully they are improved too. Ideally, we'd be able to tinker with them in mods, because definitely that's been something that I've personally been disappointed in with JW2 modding, is I haven't been able to like really alter those much. I have a mod that improves the wild captures a little bit, but it's only like half of what I wanted to do with them, and the rest of it just didn't really work. I think I don't remember what I did. I think I just made it so the animals weren't strictly tied to like star rating. I think that's the only thing I could control, because the wild caps were in the database with like a rating level they unlocked at, so that was easy to edit, but nothing else I could do with like controlling like what variants appear and stuff like that, unfortunately. How do I feel about America going to war with Iran? Well, I mean, it's not great. We don't need to get involved in all this shit, damn it. I'm also not shocked. Oh. Okay, the Dilos are fighting. What are you... Was that the fight? He just postured? Oh, now there's the actual fighting. But you're already the alpha, so I don't know. I hope the insect feeder is expanded in JWE3. It'd be really weird if it wasn't. Because, like, it's a good opportunity for them to add some stuff. Okay, we have 800k. We don't have anything to process. We don't have anywhere near enough Utahraptor DNA. Do I want to do a Carno Alpha, maybe? Because I bred all the cheap shit. Let's do it. Alright, I'm gonna breed a Demon Carno. I'm sorry, but Demon Carno's my favorite. He gets to be the alpha. It's been decided. That takes most of my money. How unfortunate. Every fucking time, dude. Stop. I'm not gonna take your hand out. But I will take a contract. Photography, Gallimime is sleeping. Should be viable. Good set of fossils. Utahraptor, 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 Utahraptor. So yeah, that was a nice expedition. We got a storm coming in, so we gotta deal with that. Which I probably should be paying attention to. We had to redo the Carnotaurus Alpha because we did not get one that was viable. None of the genes rolled correctly. And I guess we'll keep going back here because we probably don't have a full Utahraptor genome, so we'll keep going. Are you... Rival company claims the dig site. I'm going to let this go long because we're a little short on cash. That's probably fine. 12 or 11 minutes. That's great. I'm going to send them to status check the Dilos because we know if they break out, we're in trouble. Yeah, males are usually more flashy, but not always. Like, it's not strictly true that males are always the one with a display feature. So it would be nice if we had a few examples where the female had the display features. I'm not saying like half. I'm saying like, I don't know, 5 animals or something where the female display instead of the male for JWE3 would be neat. Yeah, some animals should have very limited dimorphism. They should be essentially look the same. Some should be extremes, some shouldn't be. Like, I just hope there's variance in the mechanic. I hope it's not as simple as, like, this is the male, so we splash some extra color on it, like, every time. I just want there to be variance between different, like, extremes within the game itself. And it remains to be seen. Really? Really? You're not gonna... Humble and Social is being rolled. How did I lose 2 clutches? That's crazy. How have I rolled 10 eggs and had no alphas? Carnotaurus. What are the genes at here? 75, 50. How have I not gotten an alpha? That's crazy. I've lost 10 50-50s in a row. Worse than that, because it's 75 on the other gene. Why does the game hate me? Yeah, the Parasaur situation is definitely a weird one because the like the implication in the concept art for the Parasaur in the original film was the I can never pronounce his name, but the Parasaurolophus Cretaceous or whatever the hell it is was the female, and Walkeri was the male, which is not paleontologically accurate, but that was how the mural's designed in the visitor center and what the concept art was. But in the film, they all have long crests. And so the Parasaurs have always had long crests in the film. Just the concept art had the short ones. So it's probably stands to reason that like they won't be particularly dimorphic in JWE3. Just because, you know, they really haven't been in the film. Like the Lost World male design has like more red on the face, whereas the female is just like flat brown. But you don't see the male in the film again, or at least not noticeably in the film. So that's another case of like there is a male and female design, but they're not really represented in the movies. So that doesn't exactly work either. So yeah, we'll have to just see what they do. Okay, I'll take the aggressive social humble alpha. It's a demon carno. That seems appropriate. Mewtwo. And then we can do another batch of fossils. No. I should see if I can kill that contract. I mean, it's not really worth it. It's not really worth me sitting down anymore and like putting a lot of effort into trying to like figure out how to do new different things with the modding in this game, because ideally we'll never have to play it again after 3 is out. I mean, we may, of course. There may be a reason to come back. Are you actually... Huh. There you go. There's Groundleaf. Stop crying. All right. Let's try to get this done here. So, I think we had most of that left over, right? No. We must not have had that much left over, because that was like a full dig, seemingly. I'm a little surprised. We're not done yet. Or did I not send it out? No, I did, because we had like the big penalty, right? Well, let's go back again. Well, I think we've cleaned out the dig site, because this was all that they brought us the last time. So Utahraptor, Morose finished. Deinocheirus must already be finished. So yeah, let's clear those out. I guess we'll send you on this. I'm just going to go ahead and get started on a Velociraptor straight away. Hopefully we can breed Utahs immediately, but I actually don't know cash-wise if we can. Oh, Deinocheirus unlocked automatically, apparently. I guess we hit 2.5 stars or something. I will throw in cheaper expedition guy here as well. But then yeah, our Demon Carno is in, is taking over the Pride. He's enjoying his life in this bamboo cherry tree exhibit. And I did upgrade the fences to the higher quality ones here just for aesthetics. I think we'll decorate these once I start putting animals in, I guess. For now, I'm just accumulating money to make sure we actually have finances to do stuff. Fossils are almost done. Let's just let this run out, I guess. Oh, should grab a contract, too. Yeah, I don't know why we didn't get better DLC pterosaurs, other than Geolopterus. Geolopterus is great, but, like, Barb is so bland. I like Thanatos, too. Thanatos is good. We'll do the amenity contract
what I like
here.
about building construction is that it requires planning.
Medium
and
drink.
thought. And I've always loved seeing things become something.
Oh, it looks like we
more.
still have a bit of red here.
I think that's what first
Wait.
attracted me to InGen.
Okay, that's got to be because I toggled, right? I just happened to pause perfectly when it was not counting.
Okay, you
Surely.
did good.
Or did I put in like... Wait, am I missing a drink? Wait a second. 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, what the fuck? No, 97%. Yeah, okay, it's fine. It's fine. I just actually did pause when it was registering the toggle for a moment. That's really funny. I've never done that before. I've never actually perfectly paused it when I do an on-off switch for that contract to see that dip. That actually completely threw me there. Yeah, walking as Darkids have such a better vibe to them. Yeah, definitely the lack of long-tailed pterosaurs is weird. We only got Dimorphodon. I really think that's such a strange gap in the roster. Okay, so we have Utahraptor, we have baby Utahraptor, we have baby Utahraptor, but actually looks like a baby and is not just scaled down. We have elder Utahraptor and alternate elder Utahraptor. So this mod is like a very comprehensive life stage mod for Utahraptor. We're only going to use 1 and 3. So I think what we'll do is we'll start with the adult. We'll breed ourselves some adult alphas. Well, an adult alpha at least. 75 should be good enough. And then we'll do a wave of babies afterwards. Let's just get these going. Alright, 4 adult Utahraptors. We got aggressive, aggressive intall, aggressive humble, regular social humble. I think we'll take... What is the social on these guys? 2. What if we do 2 adults? Okay, I like this. I like this. I like this. We do 2 adults. We'll take the aggressive social humble and the non-aggressive. That's $1.5 million. God damn. And then we'll do a bunch of babies. So it'll be like a breeding pair, and then their set of infants. I think that'll be fun. So for these ones, reset the genes, switch to the model variant baby. And then we'll breed those at some point in the far, far future when we actually have money. Which will take a moment. Expedition time. Sure.
Here's our target genome.
Complete
for the
any
species.
expedition.
I'm sure you'll rise to the challenge.
Well, we're going to do Velociraptor. Oh, I got a disgruntled person just hanging out here. Whoops. You'll be fine. Get over it. We'll do Velociraptor eventually at some point. Unless there's a 4. No, we'll do it at some point. Alright, we're going to do the 6 logistic Velociraptor expedition because this one's going to have to go on break afterwards. And then we can finish the 5 with just this person. So that would be the optimal way to do it. Of course, this cuts into our income, but we want to finish the contract. Bad news! This Parasaur has higher dominance than the adult alpha. So he's gonna go work in a factory somewhere else. We're gonna send him away. We don't want him anymore. He's been a bad kid. He's gotta go work. Hey Ellie, how's it going? Alright, bad news, kid. Christmas isn't real. See ya. Yeah, we could try to get the tolerant, humble, social Parasaur Alpha, but this is funnier. There he goes. Off to the factory. It's gonna go be a chimney sweep. Do we have... Okay, we got Utahraptor money. Excellent. So, the Utahraptor adult pair. We'll get them going. We'll sell a bunch of fossils. We will not do our expedition. We'll put this person on a rest. We'll get the... yeah, the 5... logistic Velociraptor dig going, and then we will look at breeding our baby Utahraptors. Cretaceous origin story. I didn't even think about that. That's certainly something. All right, so these guys, we've reset the genes, we made them baby. Should be good to go. And we have no money again. Cool. All right, new contract while the raptors fly in. We'll do disease-free over tour because that's actually a higher profit.
Not some, but
so this is powered
difficult, but
mostly.
possible, as you'll soon prove.
Actually, we should make sure everything, yeah. So nothing important shut off, so that's fine. Won't need to worry about that. Shit. Why would you do this to me? Right now? I feel like storms are almost coded to happen when you release a new animal. like the odds increase. It just feels that way. Okay, so here's one Utahraptor. This is a blank mangrove. This one will be Maw. Okay, and what do you need for your environment? You need open space and forest. So we'll do some nice trees in the back, I think. And that should be probably good enough. Yeah, they could do some little tweaks like that. I think it would not be unreasonable for status checks to be adjusted. I don't think they will be. I really do expect a lot of things just to be copy pasted into 3 as far as like systems and 2 go. But hey, we like Chunkingosaurus on this channel. We're Chunking supporters. He's my favorite Asian Stegosaurus. He's my boy. Alright, let's see what we got here. A little bit of money. A little bit of money, a lot of raptor flop. I guess we will keep doing this. I'm not gonna go do the expedition though. Let's see what we got here. Intall social, that's a problem. Aggressive babies. Don't love it. Oh, wait. Our alpha's aggressive, right? The baby might be okay. Hold on, let's check. Yeah, I don't really hate the Asian Stegosaurids. I like Chung so much that I tend to, if the choice presents itself, use it more than the other 2. Alright, so Maw, and then this one becomes Paw. Maw and Paw. So humble social and humble social aggressive. Okay, yeah, so aggressive alpha means we can release an intolerant baby. That's fine. We canonically have the female as the dominant of the pair, it seems. Canonically, you know, to us. So maybe that's 2 hatchlings then? Because I don't want the aggressive ones just because I don't want a bunch of aggressive animals going after the cars and stuff when they go in there. I'm okay with there being like 1, but Asian Stegosaur only park? Only if we can mod in more Asian Stegosaurs. How many other ones are there? So we need 1,500,000 for this. So we'll probably get this when the disease-free contract finishes. And then we can go get a new contract right away, which is great. Oh, yeah, I forgot that's what their social animation was. A good one.
Done, you.
It is kind of crazy that Geosternbergio was like showcased in the trailer almost in a way. For sure. Not who I would have picked either. Alright, we get those 2. Stop trying to give me money, please. Leave me alone. I hate you. 251. So yeah, let's get that contract, see what they want us to do next. Yeah, the campaign. I really am excited to see a campaign again. I hope it's like replayable. I hope I hope it lives up to the statement that it's non-linear. Like, because you could argue the JWE1 campaign is non-linear, except it really, really is linear, right? Because there's really very little point in going back to a different island after you've been there.
It's better to be the hammer than the nail. Well done.
Because I think it would be nice if we could actually replay the campaign with some different like custom rules stuff. What is Okay, that's just how they walk. I thought they were panicking and running from shit. Why are they zigzagging so much? It's weird. I guess because they want to cut the corners a little bit. We probably need a toilet. Yep. And a shelter. Yep. Okay, do we need a hotel? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to get this stuff put in here then. So what I want to do with the hotel, I think a hotel right on the corner would be fun. Do I want it back like this, maybe? That would cover the corners of the front exhibit slightly. Yeah, actually, I think putting it forward is technically better. It really doesn't matter. It's not getting that much visibility, but we'll do it that way. And then let's look at the amenity situation. So if I put mediums in here, I could fit one on each side of this division. However I want to put them in. And then we got to put the other one, I don't know, over here somewhere. Okay, let's do that. Let's do food. A lot of yellow. An inconvenient amount of yellow demand. So it makes more sense to do aquarium here. Than we do, like, karaoke. And yeah, I guess cheap burger. Not profitable, actually. I mean, I played the ever-loving shit out of JW1's campaign. Like, I ran through that thing like 6 times before we had proper other game modes to play, really. Back when JW1 launched. But, like, it could have been... It could have been and became so much better. I think I want to put this probably over here somewhere. Because we kind of... Yeah, needed to cover that whole stretch. That looks good. That worked out. Bathrooms. JW2's campaign is tragic. Presumably cut because of Dominion's delay for COVID or whatever. But even then, it's like, how do you think this was enough? Like, honestly, they should have just called it a tutorial. Because then it wouldn't lead people on too much. As it stands, it feels like it's not the thing it's supposed to be. Which is just weird. And they could have just circumvented that. Alright, baby Utahraptor finally. Get him out. Get him in the pen. So this is actually profitable and will become more profitable, so we can put in the other ones too. Power is cooked, though. So we need power upgrades. Sorry, no guests? Would you care to explain this one to me? Because this is drinks, right? Oh, yeah, this one went empty. Right, never mind. Shut this shit down. Shut it down. Shut it all down. Shut it down. Well, I guess keep this one active. This will be our litmus test for the new ones coming in to see if we can actually support these shops together. Maybe I should just delete the cheap ones. Wait. Is that the... Yeah, that's the little guy. Just the big ones are too far away for it to... There we go. Yeah, so this is much more of a juvenile. JWE2 style. Or 3 style, I mean. Like a lot of the other animals we put in are much more baby-coated. Yukon River extra pattern number 5. It's actually bigger than I was expecting. I want to get a closer look at him. Perfect. So yeah. That's probably pretty close to like it'll be smaller than this in 3, I think, judging by like the Velociraptor hatchlings, but this is probably more accurate to what to expect for 3 than like the other babies have been. Is number 4 down on the ground yet? Yep, there's number 4. Ooh, I like the splash of color on the snout there. This is a Death Valley extra pattern number 1. That's a pretty good Utahraptor. Alright, well, now that we got them out, we can wrap the episode up here. I'll get a nice screenshot of the family here while they're together. I think that's a good thumbnail. Is our amenity doing anything yet? 178, 11, not yet. We'll keep an eye on it between episodes.